So we're live with Shan Saeed, our chief economist for IQI Canada. Shan, my next question to you is Canadian market expectation as immigrants continue to arrive in the country. So the question to you is that, Shan, should clients wait now or enter the market? Supplies are running short in the market and the demand is still strong. I can cite you in one example where one of my colleagues sold a house over the phone inquiry. What's your analysis at this point of time?
My only question to those people who want to take position in Canadian market, can you stop the immigrants?
No.
Can you stand at the airport and say immigrants don't come? You cannot stop the immigrants. The
Yeah,
immigrants are coming because now the new economics is about passport,
yeah,
is about branding of the country. And we have been sharing for such a long period that Canada has really marketed herself among those sophisticated and smart investors that when we talk about Canada, the first thing that comes to your mind is stability,
yeah,
lifestyle, sophisticated environment, clean environment, good schools, top universities, McGill, York, University of Toronto. So, when people they think about Canada, the first thing is my son or my daughter will get good education.
yeah,
It's a lifestyle. Canada means two things. To me, Canada means two things: stability and lifestyle.
yeah,
And obviously, you can make money. That's not a problem. The currency is
yeah,
very stable.
yeah,
So I think immigrants will continue to arrive in Canada, as you pointed out, that supplies are short and demand is high. It's a pure economics. Demand is high, supply is short. The prices will continue to be on the upsurge. And you have mentioned to me, I think since this year, at the start of this year, the average home price in Canada is now $1 million. Everybody is a
yeah.
millionaire.
Yes,
Everybody is a millionaire. Yes, there are corrections. There are corrections, 5%, 10%, which is perfectly normal. I mean, that is expected in all the markets, not just Canada. It is expected in all the markets. So I think Canadian market will continue to attract investors because of stability, because of lifestyle, and because of a very structured real estate market. It's not a flipping market. It's a very mature market. It's well regulated. Credit goes to the regulators in Canada. And above all, those market investors who are looking for long term returns, I think Canada provides a good choice. I still remember there was this one issue in Economist magazine. It came in May, June this year. That if you have invested $100 in 2001, in 2000, by 2021, those $100 would have touched $325 in Canadian real estate market. So that clearly shows, the market has got potential. It will continue to grow. There are more and more developers coming in because the student population is getting bigger
yeah,
and they need home. They need rental market will stay strong. You were asking me, Shan, what do you think about the Canadian rental market? I think it will remain strong because the student population coming to University of Calgary, Toronto, York, McGill, they will continue to attract students from all over the globe. And Canada is a country like US, it attracts people from all over. So I wouldn't be surprised if US got over 200 nationalities, Canada has got 180 nationalities,
yeah,
because there are so many people from different background and experiences. Everybody wants to come to Canada. And Canada has got a geographical advantage that people living in US, they want to come for vacation in Canada, and they
yeah,
just cross the Niagara Falls and they just move over to Canada and then come back after 2 3 days. So Canadian economy continues to benefit. US is one of the largest economies and a lot of people would like to travel now after post COVID. So Canadian market will continue to attract more and more investments globally. So the market, yes, it might take some correction. That is normal. but Canadian real estate market will continue to attract those sophisticated and smart investors from the global markets.
So you heard it right from our chief economist. It's always good that we say the same thing, but then it's always so good to hear from somebody who is just not looking at Canada, but looking at all over the world and looking at all the economies as well. Shan, you rightly said every bit of it. The immigrants are coming in; they need a place to live. Right now, we are talking about another 100,000 homes to come in. Even there's so much which is being done by the government in terms of creating the second housing scenario. At the same time, just I just remember one more thing. So very recently, one of our team members sold a house in this market when everybody was saying, "Oh, don't go for the market right now. Wait for December to go away. January is going to come in." So our team put up a house when we were last week, when 2 weeks ago, when we were doing our opening ceremony. Right on that day, put in the market for 1,450,000 and the house got sold for $1,630,000, multiple offer in 48 hours of time. I mean, that's
Excellent.
on the same street. When people are saying no, this is not going to happen, this is not going to happen. And we went there, our team went there, showed the sellers what we can do it in terms of marketing it and things like that. So what brings to the point that the buyers are still active in the market. Exactly what you're saying. The supply is short, the demand is there, and people who have gone through, got the money, and who are looking at these opportunities, they are ready to jump in. I mean, in this market, coming up on a multiple offer from $1,456,000 going to $1,630,000, that just shows that how strong the Canadian real estate market is and will continue. Yes, you rightly said there's always price adjustments and adjustments will happen on that. So thank you so much for bringing that point out on that. Shan, anything else you want to add before we say bye to our audience?
Yes, I have one thing to share. I
Please.
have got this latest issue from Economist magazine about the GDP outlook. And we at July IQI, we expect Canadian GDP to be trading between 2.5 and 3. Economist magazine uh, is sharing about Canadian market, and I can show it to you. Uh, Canada will be growing at 2%. This is the page number 105.
Mhm.
Canadian GDP will be 2%. And we are expecting 2.5 to 3% based on the premise that commodity prices will go higher, and all those countries that are based on commodities like Australia, New Zealand, uh, Canada, they will tend to benefit. Oil prices will be heading north because of the supply constraint in 2023. So oil prices staying higher, commodities prices staying higher, wheat, uranium, coal, all these will benefit Canada. Number two, immigrants will continue to come into Canada. That is the second positive. And third, the most important variable for Canada, there is a sense of uh, security among those
Yeah.
investors who are taking position that Canada's macroeconomic fundamentals are pretty solid, are pretty strong. So we expect economy to remain on the global investors' radar, despite there will be hiccups along the way in many advanced economies. But Canadian market has got the resilience, and they can take the pressure of global economic fragilities, economic instability in many economies, because the labor force is still productive. Canadian market is still attracting those high talent people into the country. And at the end of the day, it's all about the talented people, the productive labor force that drives the economy. So overall, yes, 23 will be challenging than 22, but those economies where labor force is productive, where economies are based on commodities, where they have solid manufacturing, where growth is up, where consumption is up, like restaurant business, car business, energy business. These are the street smart way of analyzing the economy. So I think, in my opinion, the Canadian market will remain solid, and we expect the economy can weather the storm, the economic storm that is coming. and it can navigate through these turbulent times successfully.
Thank you, Shan. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. And it's always a pleasure having you on our evening talk. Really appreciate. You have a wonderful day, and we look forward for our more sessions coming up in the next year. Till that time, happy New Year to you, Shan. From myself, from Team IQI Canada, from all our viewers who are following you. And again, once again, thank you so much for all the valuable insight and information which you provide to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Yousaf. Happy New Year to you and happy holidays to everyone in Canada. It has been a wonderful year, 2022, and I hope and I pray that 2023 will bring us to achieve greater glories, and we will have more advancements, and we will bring more accolades in the market, not only for ourselves but also for the company. Thank you so much for having me in your show, and it has been an honor, and I always look forward to sharing my thoughts in this program. Thank you so much
Thank
again.
you. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. Bye.
Bye bye.